Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be creating this look right here. It is a very glittery, pretty, fluffy, very blown out. I will put the picture right here to show you guys where I got this inspiration because I don't want to steal anyone's looks or anything like that. But I try to do it a little bit on my own personal side, but for the most part I did recreate this look. Just a little disclaimer for you guys, this is my first video, so please excuse any type of mess ups or anything that isn't perfect. It is my first video, so it is not going to be perfect, and I really hope it turns out great. If you guys want to recreate this look as well and you really like this look, please keep on watching, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys want to follow me on social media, all of my social media accounts and names and stuff like that will be down in the description box. Other than that, just keep on watching and I will see you in a minute. I'm going to start off by priming my face with the Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer by Too Faced. I have combination skin, but I'm kind of towards the drier side recently, especially during winter. And I read some reviews on this and it said it was very good for dry skin, so I wanted to try it. I just put it on my fingers and rub it into the skin. I get a lot around my nose area because that's where it gets the driest, and around my face or around my lips. It feels very hydrating and nice on the skin. Next, I'm going to try out the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. And that is by Tarte. And I'm super excited about this because it is a full coverage and not too thick, and it's not going to crease. I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand. Use the Morphe Beauty Sponge. I love it because it has this straight edge and you can get like really close underneath your eyes, and if you want to bake underneath your contour, make it a little bit sharper, you can very easily. When I do a very glam makeup look, I try very hard to get a very full coverage foundation because I feel if I'm going to go out all on my eyes, I want my skin to look like you just got photoshopped. I want it to look like I don't have any pores, I don't want any freckles. I want it to look perfect. It's not as full coverage as I would like it to be. I don't know if you guys can see, but you can still see some of my freckles and a little bit over here on my freckles and things like that. But it does seem very buildable, so I'm sure that if you wanted to, you could build it up a little bit. Next, I'm going to do a layer of powder foundation just to get rid of like the little bit of tackiness and set it a little bit, and it'll make it a little bit more of a flawless finish. And I'm using the Mineralize Skin Finish Powder in the shade Medium, and it's by M.A.C Cosmetics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This I have used. All of the other things so far I have not tried. I use this when I do my foundation. I always put it over top of it just to give it that last little bit of coverage that I need, and to kind of set it in its place, even though I will be using some other setting powder to set it all together. But I do love putting that over my foundation. Next, I'm going to be taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I am in the shade Fair Beige. I have tried this one before, but I have not tried this shade, and I actually don't even remember really trying the Tarte Shape Tape as much because I bought it in the middle of summer, and it was like at my darkest shade, and then like 3 days later I was back to being pasty, and I can no longer use it. So I just bought this one today, and so we will see how this one works. And I'm just going to make a little triangle underneath my eye. This side. Put a little bit on my nose. I have really bad smile lines, so I always put it on my sides of my mouth. Put a little bit on my chin, and then a little bit on my forehead. And for the most part, sorry, when it comes to like the chin and the nose area, and a little bit up here, like I do use this a little bit for my wrinkles that I'll get like when I move my forehead and stuff, but for the most part that is for a little bit of highlight. And then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend everything out. I'm just going to take my face powder one more time and go over it all. If I can get it open. Alright. Now, I got two different bronzers today. I got the Beached Bronzer by Urban Decay in the shade Sunkissed. First of all, this packaging is so cute. Makes me want to go visit the beach. But it seems like it's going to be a very creamy but matte bronzer. It's definitely not shimmery in any way. It is very matte. I got this one, and then I actually got this Hoola bronzer. Actually, I think today I'm going to use the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer in this shade Sunkissed. I stuck the wrong brush. I'm going to take this Ecotools Angled Face brush. It's very nice because it's like kind of tapered, but it's also a little bit fluffy. And I like taking it because it's like angled perfectly for the sides of my face and my cheekbones to carve those out. But it's also fluffy enough to really bronze out your face too. Yes, this is very, very beautiful. It's such a very warm, and honestly the name speaks for itself. Definitely looks like you were on the beach and you got that perfect sun-kissed glow. It's very pigmented. I see myself picking up a lot of product because I'm so used to having to get so much on my other bronzers that it goes on like a dream. It's so creamy and it is so pigmented when you put it on your face. So if you do get this, I would recommend tapping off on your mirror before you use it and things like that, unless you do want that very bronzy look. I look like a nutcase right now with no lips, no eyebrows, no lashes, nothing. I always put some up on my forehead to even everything out because you don't want to be very bronzed down here and then not have anything up here. Now I'm going to take my setting powder so I can like bake my under eye and kind of keep everything like my smile lines and my forehead lines and I'm going to actually carve out this bronzer just a little bit to make it more of a contour, make it a little bit more sharp. But I'm going to use the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and this is in the shade Naturally Natural, and this is a very cheap product, but it works like a high-end product, no doubt about it. I mean, this is such a good setting powder. It gives you no flashback. The only flaw of it that I can think of is you have to be very careful when you open it, because it's very, very loose and powder falls out of it so easy. But I mean, you have so much product in here, you're never going to run out, and for that type of price, it is so good. To put this on my face, I'm going to use the Morphe E53 brush, and I like using it and dipping it straight in like this, and then just stamping it on my under eyes. To put this down here to kind of carve out my bronzer, I'm actually going to use this brush right here. It doesn't really have a name on it, but it is basically the same thing as the Ecotools that I already used. I'm going to use that same brush that I used for my foundation powder to just dust away all of that. Next, I'm going to do my blush, and I bought the Too Faced Love Flush blush in the shade Baby Love. It's a very, it looks kind of dark in the pan maybe? Okay, in person it does, but on the camera it doesn't really look, there we go. That kind of looks like what it looks like. But it's not very dark at all. I think it's very pretty pink. It's not too bright, but it's also not too natural pink to where you don't even see it on your skin at all. And this is the first time I've ever used this too, but I did try it in the store. I don't usually wear a whole lot of blush. What is this? What does this hair do? Okay, I'm just gonna put that right back up there. And for highlight, this is the highlight that Jaclyn came up with BECCA Cosmetics. And I'm absolutely in love with it. I use this all the time. Okay, I zoomed in for you guys so you can see a little bit better. I went ahead and finished this side of my face. First, I'm going to start with my M.A.C foundation powder, and I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush, and it's kind of like a more dense round brush, and I'm just gonna put some product on there. Then I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to start off with the shade Silk Cream. And I'm going to take the Morphe R37 brush. It's very dirty, but what can we do? And I'm going to just take that, tap off the excess. And I'm just gonna lightly put that in my crease. And then I'm going to take the shade Butter. And I'm going to take that same brush and concentrate more on that outer corner. I'm just going to flick it out a little bit because we do want it to be very dramatic and to a very sharp point. Next, I'm going to take the shade Cypress Umber. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'm going to take this brush. It doesn't have a name or anything, but it's just a small tapered brush that is going to be perfect for my crease area. I'm just going to take it and put a little amount on my outer corner. And just go in little circular motions. I'm going to flick it out a little bit. Like when I do my eyeshadow, I am making sure that I am keeping my eye very open and I'm raising my eyebrows to make sure I don't get any creases or any spots that get darker than the rest, and I want it to just be super seamless and make sure everything is flawless at the end. Next, I'm taking the shade Red Ochre in the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take this Ecotools brush, and it's very, very dense on the end, and it's perfect for packing on very pigmented color on the outer corner. I'm just taking a bigger fluffy brush to make sure that everything is very blended out, because with that brush you can't really blend it out very much or you're going to get lines. So I like to take a bigger fluffy brush and blend it out with that. Next, I'm going to take Venetian red and I'm going to put it on that same Ecotools brush. Really pack it on there. I'm also just gonna put that in my outer corner too. I'm taking more of Venetian red and I'm taking it on this fluffy brush. Now I'm going to actually take some of Love Letter, and I'm going to put that on the same fluffy brush and just work on that outer corner some more. And I'm going to take some of the, Golden Ochre, and I'm going to put it on this fluffy brush by Morphe, and it's the M433 brush. And I'm just gonna put that in my, above all of those colors to make it blend out seamlessly with my skin. Make sure I don't have any harsh lines, because we cannot deal with any harsh lines. I'm gonna take the Ecotools brush that I've been using to do my outer corner with, and I am going to go back into Red Ochre. And I'm really going to darken up that outer corner. Next, I'm going to take Soda Pop in the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm going to take the exact same Ecotools brush once again that I've been doing my outer corner with. And I'm going to take, it's like a very deep purple, and it almost looks black. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera or not. Yeah, it turns out pretty purple compared to this black, but in person it's very, very dark and it looks black, but when you put it on the eye it does look like a deep purple. And I'm just going to put that on my outer corner, pack that on pretty good. And then I'm just going to take the same Morphe M433 brush and just blend it out. Alright, now it's time to cut that crease. I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer that I used for my under eye and to highlight and conceal all of, you know, all that junk that I already saw. And I'm going to take this Ecotools. It's actually a detail lip / liner pencil, but I am going to use it to cut my crease. I'm just going to grab some on the flat side of the brush. I don't know if you can tell on this eye, but I did go over my crease a little bit just to make my lid and my whole eye look a little bit bigger than it already is. So I'm going to do that again on this eye and just take it a little bit above. Not too much because it'll start to look weird if you do take it up a little too much. When I get back over to my outer corner, I do start to go back down a little bit, only because it starts to look very unrealistic and not as good over in this area when you do overdraw a lot. And I'm going to have a lot of glitter over here too, and the glitter will start to flake off where my lid creases, so I don't want to have to put it above my crease a whole lot. I want to keep it on my lid for the most part. So I will start to go back down when I get to the outer corner. I'm going to go into Tempera, and I'm going to take it on that Ecotools brush, and I'm going to actually put it a little bit over the concealer that I put on, so it's a little bit more of a natural color instead of such a white. Alright, now it's time for the fun part. I am taking the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and it is in the shade Kitten Karma. And I am going to take this and I'm going to put it right on the line where you can see I separated my actual eyeshadow from the concealer. I'm going to put that right in the middle and kind of blend them together. I took it all the way up to the top of my crease, but I did not go beyond my crease, my natural crease. I'm just going to take my finger and kind of blend it out. I find this works better than using a brush because the brush actually completely takes away all the sparkle that you had on there in the first place, and it kind of causes more issues than it needs to, so I just use my fingers. I am going to use the Model's Own. It is a glitter glue for your eyes and your face, so it is safe. And I'm going to take that exact same Ecotools brush that I was using for my cut crease, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on there and put it right over top of where I put all of that liquid metal eyeshadow from Stila, and a little bit on the outside, just wherever I want to put the next glitter that I'm using, which is a gold glitter. And then I'm just going to take it, and it does not have a name or anything on the bottle. I just got it from Joann Fabrics, and it's just a very pretty gold loose glitter. And I'm just going to dip in there and grab some glitter and just stamp it right on top of everything that I already had going on. The Stila eyeshadow was basically just a base for this glitter because it is not a actual like eyeshadow or anything like that. It's not made by a makeup company, so I have to make sure that underneath of it isn't just going to be see-through and look weird. I just pack most of it where I did put that Stila glitter, and then I do blend it out a little bit with my brush. I'm going to take that same brush. I wiped all of the product. I'm going to dip it into Love Letter. And I'm going to take it right above my crease that I have going on just to make the line a little bit more defined. I'm just going to clean up the outer corner of my eye and make it more of a straight line so I can start my eyeliner. For my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Tartiest Tarte Clay Paint Liner Eyeliner. Yeah, Day Paint Liner in the color black. And I'm just going to take that and put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm just using this little Tarte brush that I got with my pack of liners. I'm going to take this side of the brush and start my eyeliner. I'm basically just going to follow this line that I've already made with my eyeshadow to make it easier on myself. Follow it all the way out to the end of my eyeshadow. Okay, I went in, finished my eyeliner, and now I'm going to apply my false lashes. This is the hard part. I'm going to take some of the Venetian Red and Red Ochre eyeshadow, and I'm going to start off with Red Ochre. And I'm going to take it on this Morphe M432 brush. And it's perfect for your under eye because it's so little and longer. So you can really get really close to that waterline. Okay, so my camera stopped filming and it had a full card, so I uploaded all of my videos and things like that onto my computer, and now I am back. All you guys missed was me putting Red Ochre and Venetian Red both on my under eye, and I blended it out a little bit, and as you can tell, that's all set and done. Next, oh, and I put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes already, but that's what I missed, so nothing too major. Next, I am going to be taking In Light and Beam from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm taking it on the Ecotools brush that I've been using for basically everything, I think. And I'm just going to put both of them, kind of just boop, boop, boop. And I'm going to put that on my inner corner. I think this stuff is so pretty, and it honestly, I think inner corner highlight brings the whole look together. It makes it so pretty. It makes your eyes look so much more alive and awake and pretty and just overall perfect. Next, I'm going to do my brows, and for my brows, I'm going to be using the DipBrow Pomade by Anastasia in the shade Chocolate. I'm going to be taking the Stroke of Genius brow and eyeliner brush, and it's just a precision brush, and I'm going to just do my eyebrows, so I will be right back. Now I'm going to take that same Ecotools tool that I did my inner corner with and take this exact two shades that I did my inner corner with, and I'm going to highlight my brow. Now I'm going to take the Champagne Pop that Jaclyn came up with BECCA Cosmetics, and I'm going to use that as my highlight. For my highlight brush, I'm going to be using the M511 Morphe brush. I always use this for my highlight. I love this highlight so much. I live by this highlight. I've never been able to find a highlight that I like that even comes close to as good as this one. I'm basically just going to put this on my cupid's bow, my nose, my cheekbones. I put a little bit on my chin just to kind of even everything out, maybe a little bit up here. And then I'm gonna do my lips, and usually I just take a makeup wipe and wipe off my lips. Alright, I'm going to use the Tartiest lip paint in the color Rose. Just a really pretty nude color. I don't want to draw too much attention to my lips since my eyes are so bold and like out there. So I'm just going to do a basic nude lip. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. Between all of the things that I tried today, I mostly liked everything I tried. The only thing that I kind of am iffy on still is the foundation that I used, which it's not a bad foundation. It doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel thick, and it doesn't make you feel like you have a whole lot of foundation on. But it kind of has been sitting on in my creases, and it's really not making me look as flawless and as perfect as I would want my skin to look. But I am going to try it out with a couple different primers, different powders, different things like that to see if I can make it work, because I don't want to be that person that just tries it and doesn't try anything else to make that product better in any way. So I am going to try that and get back on you guys to tell you whether I like it or not. But other than that, I think I genuinely really liked everything else. The bronzer turned out amazing, and I love the way it looks on my skin. It's not muddy. It's very, very, very blendable. And it just makes me look all over very sun-kissed and radiant. And then the blush was amazing. It wasn't too pigmented, wasn't too bright, wasn't anything too crazy. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the lashes that I used. The lashes that I used were the Tarte Pro High Performance Natural Lashes. They come in this type of box. Sorry that I ended up not showing you the actual lashes in the box. But they are very, very pretty. Here, I'll try to zoom you guys in. Oh, there we go. I absolutely think these lashes are so pretty. They make this look overall 10 times better. They are so fluffy and fluttery and girly and just all over beautiful. The concealer was just as great as I thought it was going to be. Very full coverage. Looks great on the skin. No creasings, anything like that. I think that's it. If you guys like this look, let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching my first YouTube video I've ever made, and I hope you guys really, really enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, and you can go like my videos too, or my video, my first one. You can go like my video, and if you guys want to follow me on any of my social media, I'll have them listed below in the description. But yeah, if you guys really like this look, and if you end up recreating it or making anything that looks like this because you were inspired by this video, please tag me or send it to me or anything like that, and I will get back to you. Thank you guys so much for watching my first YouTube video. Bye guys! And just a disclaimer for you guys, this is my first YouTube video, so please excuse any type of mess up. Disrespectful. Sorry. Itsy. Yes, yes. Talake later. Talake later. Shit. Yes, yes. Where are you? Come back. Where is it? Yes. Shit. God, I love Talake.
Talake Talkie?
Yeah.
Oh my god.